when I started doing this, I just kind of just came out with like a tenacious energy. I wanted this. I wanted to make music. I didn't know what that looked like, so I just kind of kept doing it and kept doing it because that's what I was learning from athletes I looked up to and other musicians I looked up to. Was just you just get up every day and you do the work. So I kept doing that and then kind of looked up after a decade and was like, oh, all right, like I got 15 of these, now I got 20, now I got 23. So I think I just kind of started to learn how to highlight that because there's so much focus on fame and notoriety and numbers and things like that. But a lot of the artists that I look up to and a lot of the athletes and things I look up to, like Vince Carter, you know what I mean? Like he played 20 seasons. He never won a ring, but he's Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just kind of what that means to me when I try to celebrate myself because I'm not very good at doing that. Well, I think on the discipline standpoint, it's just kind of from where I come from is that thing that you just said about, like there is no other option. Like where I'm from, that's kind of what we're faced with, you know what I mean, in a lot of different ways, that there is no other option. So it's cliche, but it's like growing up, it was like you either play ball or you rap, and that was the thing. My parents were dope enough to put me in a lot of different things, so I saw different options. Like I wanted to be a open heart surgeon when I was a kid because I learned about Charles Drew, like in a Black History class or something like that. So I was just exposed to a lot of different things, the good and the bad, and I was able to make decisions for myself. So like on the discipline side, I've always been faced with like, nobody's gonna do it for you, you gotta go do it. So I just get up every day and do the work and see what happens. As far as my music is concerned, it's important to me because it's my expression. I went to school for journalism. My parents always encouraged me to write, express myself within reason, you know what I mean? So that turned from writing stories and having a comic book when I was a kid to playing instruments, and I was terrible at all of them. I hated them. To trying to go to school for journalism, but then the writing turned into music because I like hip hop music, and that's the culture I come from. So it's a kind of a culmination of all those things of where I come from, and then as it continued to evolve, and I learned about the world and learned about different perspectives, I was like, oh, I want to talk about that. Or I met these people, and they told me like what they do in their neighborhood or what they do in this country. Let me try to incorporate that sound in this music. Let me try to incorporate this conversation in this music. So I feel like there's no room I can't go into where I can't be a part of the conversation or at times lead the conversation. And then in turn with that, I get to meet dope people. I get to work with dope people. I get to learn from people way smarter than I am. So it's my music is kind of all of that. It's just, it starts with me, but it's not about me. You know what I mean? And I try to keep that at the forefront because, I'm not, there's so many other people smarter and more talented than me that I just want to do something good while I'm here, I think, and just continue to grow my career. Like I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So that's just kind of my focus. Like I'm gonna see what happens. Cause if anything, the last year taught me is like, I'm not in control. I'm in less control of things than I thought I was. So I'm gonna just let things rock and see what happens.